All right, folks, let's take a look at the news of the week. So we're going to start with some convention news. We just had some very good feedback, all very positive feedback from people who went to the Spiel Fair in Essen. We also heard about Origins. Gamma says that there was 10,746 total attendees there. Actually, I think I was talking to Mike. I think they clarified there's that many badges sold, which I suspect means there's actually slightly fewer people than that, but that's still 10,000 people likely.
Right.
So that's a little more than half of what they normally have.
Right. So this is in line with, I think, almost every major convention that we've seen so far. Gen Con had half. Essen has an unofficial number published. I don't know if you saw that one, because Dominique of Mayor's Verlag tweeted out, "Thank you 94,000 times," or something like that, which was indicating they had 94,000 tickets, turnstiles. That's the way they count.
Right. So you divide that
so
by
this is
4,
good.
so it sounds pretty close to. But I don't know how that's possible because they said they had a limit of 20,000 a day.
Where?
I read that somewhere.
And I said, yeah, well, that comes out about right. They did
20 times 4 is 80.
So they probably resold a few more tickets here and there. But that was the number that I'm taking a guess at that. I don't know that. But I'm thinking that they had their turnstiles were around 94,000 based on her tweet. So all of these conventions are basically doing half, which is not bad, I think, in my opinion, for this year. Hopefully next year we're back to closer to the 2019 numbers.
We'll wait and see. They just announced also Gamma. The trade show is happening in 2022. It's happening in Reno, Nevada, and they're requiring vaccines or negative COVID tests. And, of course, this is still far enough away that we won't know exactly how it's going to work till we get there.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. New Colt Express stuff is coming. This won the Spiel des Jahres in 2015, so 6 years. Now we got Colt Express 2 trains and 1 mission. So this is... It says 3 to 9 players. I don't think Colt Express went to 9, did it?
That doesn't sound right.
You mean
I
that?
don't think so.
Yeah, so it says players are working together in teams now. So, and you have to be
that's why. That's why they can go to 9 probably.
It also adds 3D train with special cars, 2 new bandits, Misty and the twins. And you can betray your team or not, an AI bandit. Wow, this sounds like a whole lot of stuff. I hope it's good. I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Is this a brand new game, or is this more content? This is an expansion?
It says expansion.
Okay.
I do wonder if it's a standalone expansion, though. I don't know.
I don't think so, because there's only 2 new characters or something. That won't work, right?
Yeah, that's true. But it doesn't matter because they're also releasing a big box. So I guess everything will fit there. It says they're going to package it and the expansions into this big box. So I guess you can buy this big box. And also there's a new bandit called Silk. And it also, they did note that this Silk will be available later from their web shop. So, no, I'm sorry. Never mind. This item you can buy from their web store. Yeah, everyone's making a big box now. I like Colt Express a lot, but I don't know that the expansions were completely necessary. So I don't know how much I'm excited about this product because Colt Express to me is just a fine game by itself.
Yeah, I'm excited because I never owned Colt Express, so this would be a great way for me to get it with the first 2 expansions. And if I really, really do like it, I can always buy the other one they just announced. So this is cool.
Yeah, it just seemed weird that the new one isn't just included in here, though.
That is odd to me, too, especially the back-to-back announcements. But maybe there's room for the new one. I don't know.
Maybe. Okay, maybe.
All right, so Phalanx Games, who does a lot of war-style games, is coming out with Purple Haze. This is a tactical combat story creation game set in the Vietnam War. 1 to 6 players. 90-minute game. It's coming to GameFound in the first quarter of next year. I like the name and the cover a lot, actually.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they're talking about a
war game. He's out.
3-dimensional.
No, go ahead. See.
I mean, they're talking here about
I've never played
detailed tactical combat game as well as a story-driven campaign. It says supports 1 to 6 players, plays in 90 minutes.
That's a hard thing to imagine. I wonder if it's 90-minute campaigns. Like, if it's a story-driven game, like, is it part of a larger experience?
Yeah, right.
Love the cover. I love the concepts going on here. I never played U-Boot. Did you? U-Boot.
I played U-Boot. It's from Phalanx. It's a big submarine cooperative game that has a computer or an app that you use. It is a very in-depth, very heavy game. Each person has control one part of the ship. At one point, everything happens in real time, but you can slow time down to actual time. So, like, for example, if I'm like, we're going to travel to the North Sea, the Baltic Sea or whatever, then we speed time up really fast on the computer. But then when we sight an enemy submarine, you go down to real time. But as you're making decisions, the submarines are getting closer and you got to shoot at them. It's an awesome experience that I will need a teacher to teach me again when I play it, because there's so many rules involved.
I mean, it sounds amazing. And if they're achieving something equally cool, then this sounds really good. I'm a war gamer, a light war gamer, medium war gamer. So this is cool.
All right, so publisher NSV Games. This is from Germany, and you'll notice that some of these games here are published by other publishers. In fact, I think Pandasaurus has the last 3 for sure. I don't know who publishes Quicks in America.
Mm-hmm.
But these are
I think Game Right published Quicks.
Yeah, maybe. But these are a nature line. So basically, there's no plastic involved in the game at all. So they put those little paper things around the card decks, which, by the way, I don't hate when games come packaged with those. Mm-hmm. Pads and instructions, unpainted wooden pencils, a box that's in a slip case, water-based varnishes, sustainable inks, wooden dice. I applaud their effort here. I think that I don't like the box covers themselves. I wish they would just have stuck with the original box covers. See, they put the box cover in that brown surrounding thing, so that's like, oh yes, also it's nature. I don't know that I love that.
That is the part. Cover of it. What we're looking at here is the new cover.
Yeah.
That is odd. I thought it was the thing inside that. So that is very strange. Yeah, I applaud their effort too. Are they shrink wrapping the boxes? I mean,
no. It says
that they are.
It's a slip case. It's going to be
inside a slip case. Yeah, inside a slip case is how they.
What's a slip case? Sorry.
I don't know. They put it inside a thing that is paper, I guess, or cardboard or something. Yeah, made from recycled cardboard.
Boxes packaged inside a slip case. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're going all in. That's pretty
person.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, you got to applaud an effort like that. I mean, as simple as that. I mean, we're not getting rid of plastics in any time soon, and probably not in even your lifetimes. Forget about mine. But this is a step. Yes, I made a joke for you, Zee.
That's good. That was cute. You're
so in this same line, then, they announced a new game called Snowware with a beautiful cover. And apparently there's 111 cards in a deck, and you're spreading them out. And none of the I guess you're trying to find cards with fire showing that are not completely covered by other cards. So Zee's going to hate this game.
I believe I am. I saw the announcement. I sort of saw how it worked, and I believe that yes, I would very much not hate. I think I will despise it. It sounds like everything I hate in games, because they just make a mess of cards, and then you take one that isn't being covered by another one, except at most a corner. Good luck with that one. It's like, is that count as just a corner or not? Whatever. Take it, and then you flip it over to the other side, throw it back on there or something. Who cares? I'm making myself upset just talking about it.
All right, well, let's get back to non-nature-friendly games. From the same company, we have Splitter. And this is a cover Buonocore would have approved, where it looks like every other roll and write game.
Yeah, baby.
Roll and writes are mostly abstract. How are you going to make it better than that? It's just going to be what it is.
It's just so dumb. They always show the dice bursting on the screen, and it's like, woo! Come on.
There you go. Tom Vasel, graphic designer. I can't wait to see your better version of that cover.
Really? So you have to do something to be able to criticize it?
No, well, yes, or at least come up with
that's baloney. You don't have to
a better idea. Come up with a better idea, Vasel. That's all I'm saying. Come up with a better idea.
You don't have to. You don't have to know what's better to know something is bad.
That's
not the case.
You kind of do.
Really? So if you see a bad movie, you need to be able to write a better plot.
You should have a better idea for the plot. Yeah, which is what I do. I do that. Like if I said, oh my God, why couldn't they have done this or done this or had the bad guy do this? Yes, I do that. You're not coming up with better ideas.
That's garbage. All right, moving on.
This is way more interesting already than that Snow Bear game.
Way more interesting than the game.
All right.
No, this looks cool. Actually, I'm excited about this splitter game. It sounds pretty good.
I'm sure the game might be fine. I was complaining about the cover.
Yeah, no, I get it.
All right. DeVere has an expansion coming for Red Cathedral. When Red Cathedral was released, it got some buzz, but as the year has gone by, it's gotten more and more buzz. DeVere's like hot right now. Mostly, their new Patoku game and then this Red Cathedral are both really doing well. So Contractors, an expansion coming in 2022.
Okay. Yeah, this game has been gaining some traction, it seems, huh? A little bit of a sleeper hit there. Very cool.
All right. So have you ever heard of Molang?
No.
Yeah, so I looked it up online, and there's Molang.com, and they're like little pinko, little dudes. It almost looks like a Hello Kitty kind of vibe to it. Anyway, so it's Ox Eye Media is going to develop games, comics, and puzzles featuring the Molangs. So this is from Korea. I think it was there after I was there because I don't remember seeing this in different spots. So it's a little series. Yeah, it first aired on French television in 2015 and spread out. So
they're making games that feature this theme, basically, this IP, right?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll have to wait and see how they work.
Cool.
All right, one of the greatest video games of all times, Heroes of Might and Magic 3, is turning into a board game. Heroes of Might and Magic 3 came out in 1999 and was directly responsible for me not doing so well in a couple of classes in college. That is not a lie. I was addicted to this game. I loved it. And it's out for the iPad, and you can play it, which is exciting.
Oh, boy.
Anyhow.
Here we go.
No. What do you mean, here we go?
Here we go. Productivity is about to take a nosedive, Tom. It's available on the iPad. Remember 1999? Oh, what a night. I stayed up playing.
Anyway, this is coming. Unfortunately,
3.
this is coming from Archon Studio. That's not unfortunate. But what I mean is, it's not going to be. It's being kickstarted in November of next year. So there you go. There's your announcement. Forget about it for a year before it's even kickstarted, which means you won't get it till 2023. So
really, this is an early announcement, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
Insanely early, and it doesn't make any sense to announce this early, but hey, what do I know? It looks good. I mean, obviously it's a great IP to base a board game on. I never played the game, but I might have just dabbled like in like a demo version or something like that. But yeah, it'll be a hit. It'll definitely be a hit.
Yeah, I haven't played it.
If it's a good game.
Alrighty, well, DC Deck Builder, well, not DC Deck Builder, but Cryptozoic is making a digital collectible game in the DC universe. So it's not DC Deck Builder, it's a new game called DC Dual Force. So they're saying collectible. So I like this. DC Dual Force is being touted as a fresh new way to play a collectible card game. Okay, sure, I guess it's a digital collectible card game that's not new. Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering, and other ones already exist. But anyhow, maybe it's a collectible deck building game? I don't know.
They said collectible card game, or at least Mike probably put that in here. He must have got that directly from one of their.
Sure, but I mean, a collectible card game is how you buy the cards. I don't know how you play the game.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. They don't have a date on this one either, right? Do they?
Collectible card game, though, implies that you'll deck build, right? So you probably will be buying packs or individual cards, that kind of thing, and then creating decks. So that's sort of something that just flows.
You'll deck build before the game. Yes.
So yeah, nothing sounds specifically new here. New for this game is new, and it's in the DC universe is new. So love to see. Hopefully the game is good. DC stuff is tended to be less good.
I like the look of these cards. I will say I like the look of the cards. I think it's a good-looking frame and artwork and everything.
The artwork is beautiful. I mean, I love Batman's look. Harley Quinn's look is great.
Yeah,
it looks ferocious.
Hopefully it's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, at the Essen Fair, which we just talked about, Yellow announced the whole slate of new stuff. So here we go. First of all, the Animals of Baker Street, because we're going to milk this Sherlock Holmes theme into the ground. But it looks like an interesting little game for kids. So I like the look of the cards in this one a lot.
Okay.
I like the doggy, so I like it.
Wagon Infernal is a game coming out. This is a game from Thomas Brissot. It's a cooperative game, and you need to play through the whole deck of cards in less than 7 minutes. But you're on a hand card. It keeps moving. This card reminds me of that. This game looks like that Roller Gate game, doesn't it?
A Roller Gate, yeah, it does.
I don't think it is, though.
It is not. I know it's not, because that also was republished. It's like an alien game with an alien theme. So this is not that. And also this sounds like it has a real time element to it.
It sounds really fun to me, because it looks like you're just playing through like, come on, play the right card so we can keep the cart moving before we die. I think that sounds fun.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And then Little Town is getting an expansion. I don't think there's a name for it. So Little Town is getting expansion. That's all we know. You're getting some cards, and if you spend, you have these blank cards, you can upgrade those cards when you place different workers on the board. This game has been another slow burn. I don't think this got a lot of buzz when it first came out. In fact, I thought it was just okay, but I found out lots of people are really enjoying it. So that's good.
I have not played Little Town.
It's good. I like it. It's a cute little game.
Then they're coming out with Break the Cube, which is successor to Break the Code. I don't think I played Break the Code. Did you, Z?
No.
Have not.
I'm interested in this, though. That looks cool. Looks like a fun deduction style game.
It looks quite small. I mean, it's like a little compact thing. If it's a deduction game in a little box, that's neat. I like that.
So somehow you're going to be using cubes or pieces of wood to block off different things to create the right code. Interesting.
Distant Suns is coming from them. This is a choose and write game where the cover is still not great, but better than just a pair of dice on the cover.
This is a thematic roll and write.
I think this is a cool cover, Tom. That's a cool looking cover.
It's a retro
it's hard to tell because
sci-fi.
it's smaller in the thing. Either way, it's definitely better than the other cover. So there's your answer, Mr. Buonocore. Can I do better? Boom,
here he
right
goes.
here.
Here he
you
goes.
made this, Tom?
That's amazing, Tom. Good work. Good work.
All right, and finally, and I'm still kind of mind-boggled that it's taking Yellow so long to do this sort of thing. They've announced a third King of something. We had King of Tokyo and then King of New York, which came out 2014. And 7 years later, or I guess 8, because this isn't going to come out to 2012, they have a new one coming. But we don't know what it is. King of something. We want to make a guess?
I know what my guess is.
Well, if they're showing it with a volcano, I might be like King of the Underworld, or King of the Island, or King of Hawaii.
I think it's King of Atlantis. That's my guess.
Ooh, that's a good. That's
King
a good
of
guess.
Atlantis is a very, very good guess.
That is also, I mean, it is one of the guesses that Eric Martin makes in his write-up on BG. I'm not going to claim credit for that, but he said a few things, and I thought King of Atlantis sounded right. And then based on the pictures I saw, I think that's a solid guess. I think that's what they might be going for here. Just lean into the fantasy, right?
I assume none of this except for that art is part of the game. They're not
no.
putting trees and volcanoes in there, much less sand, of course. So
yeah, but those little tokens, I bet, are part of the game. So we'll see how that works.
Yeah, the tokens that we see there, the cardboard that we see.
All right, a really interesting combo here next. Richard Garfield with Alea Games. I don't think that's ever happened before. Yep. And then with a really cool illustration, Cam Kendall here. This game, it's Dungeons, Dice, and Danger. It's a roll and write. I normally am not that interested in roll and writes. You know, they're fun or not, but I don't get excited about them. But I'm excited about this one for those 3 reasons. Alea, Richard Garfield, and that art. That's a good combo for me.
I hadn't heard of this one. That looks awesome. Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about it.
Garfield does not. What size box this is.
Yeah, who knows? What were you going to say, Stephen?
Yeah, Garfield doesn't work with lots of different companies, really. I don't think the way many designers who have such a name. So this is definitely interesting to see him working with Alea and roll and write. I do get excited about them, and this is a thematic roll and write, so this should be kind of cool.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Yeah.
All right, the new gigantic Vasel Lacerda game, which is upcoming, is called Weather Machine, with Vasel Lacerda and Ian O'Toole. We saw the board. Z was marveling at how many pieces were on the board, but I have to say this is one of my favorite covers I've ever seen. That is a great cover.
I agree with that. This is an amazing, very awe-inspiring cover.
I would put that on my wall. I really like that art. That's fantastic.
You remove the words weather machine and obviously, like the words. I would also put that on a wall. I mean, that is a stunning image.
What's the theme here? Do you know a little more than just weather machine? Is it that they're changing weather or predicting weather?
I got to be honest. I didn't read the rule book. I looked at the board and everything, and it looks like another big giant game with tons of moving parts. But I don't know. Which is
right. That's Lacerda's thing. But his games are also very, very thematic to whatever he's trying to achieve. I really respect his stuff so much. I'm wondering if it kind of looks steampunky. So are they manipulating weather?
Here's what it says on Board Game Geek. It says, in Weather Machine, you're scientists on Professor Lativ's teams tampering with the local weather, adjusting rainfall for farms, maintaining wind and clear skies for energy sources, tweaking the temperature. The problem is, each time you use the weather machine, it alters the conditions elsewhere on the planet, like a butterfly effect.
Yep. So, sure. I love it.
That is a cool theme.
It's going to be too hard for me to play. It's going to be too hard for me to play, but I love the idea. Love it.
It's 60 to 150 minutes.
There's a range
per player.
All right.
Awesome.
And then finally, is it Messina or Messina?
I think
Messina.
Messina.
Messina 1347. This is the newest game from Delicious Games. Their first one was Forbidden Island, then Praga last year. And this one here from the designer Vladimir Suchi is coming to America and English-speaking countries from Rio Grande. So looking forward to trying this one out.
Cool.
This one is another 1 to 4 player, 60 to 120. I was looking at the pictures of it. There's a lot of talk about it because it was released at Essen. I haven't seen it yet, but it looks like another move pieces around, big, heavier Euro games.
Not as cool a theme as Weather Machine, I gotta say.
That's true. It's not.
Very agreed on that.
Here you're trying to fight the plague that's infected your town and help save other townsfolk while you try to prosper in your new countryside residence.
Okay.
Fight the plague. Have a great estate. Sounds great.
All righty, folks. And that is the news.